Starting a business versus buying a business. Here's why we prefer to buy a business. When you start a business, you have to make hundreds of decisions all at once without seeing the impact of each one of those decisions. Some are huge, like where you should locate your business, and others not so important, like what color are the napkins. When we started Owner Actions, we not only helped people buy businesses, we also helped people start businesses. But looking at that process and how much it goes into it, we really decided just to focus on buying because it is just so overwhelming from the start side. The failure rate is just so high. It's just so hard for people to get off the ground. Everyone wants to start their business, but hardly anybody wants to do the work that goes into it. When you buy a business, 98% of the decisions are already made. You'll probably make some changes after you take over, but you can do those one at a time and you get to see the impact of that individual decision before you move on to the next one. The business that you're buying, it's already working, it's already profitable, it already has revenue, it already has customers. Let's use a Providence, Rhode Island donut shop that we found for sale as an example. They opened in 2016, they have over $100,000 in equipment, they have 20,000 people on their email distribution list, they have $1,148,000 in annual revenue, and are generating $342,000 in annual profits. Now, financing this business is so much easier than getting financing to start a new donut shop. So buying this business, it's pretty straightforward. You're gonna need about 5% down, $39,000, and the cash flow from the business is gonna be used to support that debt payment. Now, you can get a loan to start a donut shop from scratch, but you're probably gonna have to put more cash in up front. The underwriting is going to be a lot more difficult. You're much more likely to be turned down for that loan because it has a really high failure rate. And because when you start a business, you don't know if anything's going to work. You don't know if your location's going to work. You don't know if your recipe's going to work. You don't know if your branding's going to work. You don't know if you have good employees. Versus when you buy a business, everything is already at least working to some level. It's producing the revenue and profits that it is at that time. So you have a much better insight into how things are gonna go in the future because you can just look at how the business is currently performing. Most startups take years before they're actually profitable. In this instance, this donut shop is generating $216,000 in after loan cash flow right away.